Welcome to this video, which is going through some exercises that you can try out as a beginner runner. So if you're not sure what exercises would be good to do that will help your running, then check out these exercises, as I think they start to target some of the key areas. At the end of the video, I'll talk a little bit about progressing these exercises, just so that you know really where you're wanting to end up with the exercises. My name's Claire, I'm a physiotherapist from PhysioFit Health. If you are interested in your leg flexibility, so improving the leg flexibility can actually help improve the efficiency of actually making your muscles work, which can then have a good knock-on consequence to your running. It just makes things just feel a little bit easier and freer. Sign up to our deep squat challenge. It's an 8-week challenge, and each week you go through different exercises, and yeah, just focuses on that leg flexibility. So you want to target your calves as a runner because that helps you really kind of push off and give you some of that forwards momentum. Now you need to do this off the edge of a step. So get the toes on the step and your heel is off the edge of the step. I'm holding onto something for support. Knees are straight, and you're going to raise yourself all the way up onto your tiptoes. Keep those knees straight, and you're going to lower your heels as low as you feel they'll be able to go. You might even get a calf stretch, and then you are going to raise yourself all the way up onto those tiptoes again. So very slow, 3-second raise, 3-second lower, and you're going to do your 3 lots of 10 repetitions. Now remember, with the calves you also need to repeat with those knees bent. So bend the knees, and then the movement's the same. You're raising up onto your tiptoes and then lowering your heels just as far as they'll go, but you need to keep the knee bent throughout the whole thing. And again, you are doing your 3 lots of 10 repetitions. The second exercise I'd suggest to target is getting these muscles at the side of the hips working. Now these are part of the glutes muscles, and they give you stability for when you're upright, which you need just so you don't kind of waste a lot of energy just trying to stabilize the pelvis. So that's what these muscles do, just keep everything kind of nice and secure. So you're going to lay down on your side, either get a rolled up towel that you can place your head on, make sure that's comfortable, or if you're happy, or if your shoulder's happy, you can bend your elbow and have your head resting in your hand. Bend your knees, and I'll get you just lifting your feet up just to check that they're roughly in line with the body. So with this one, initially you just don't want the feet too far forwards, and you don't want the feet too far back. So you're just trying to draw a line from your shoulders, hips to your feet. So that's the setup. And then you are going to raise that top knee up towards the ceiling. Now, what might happen is you lift that knee up and you actually start to find that your hips will roll round. So potentially you might end up laying down flat on the floor, which we don't want. You want your hips, pelvis to stay nice and straight and in front. So lifting the knee, if you feel like you are moving your hips, that you might kind of end up rotating them, that's when you stop and return that knee back down to the start position. So this is your clam. It's a level 1 clam. And ultimately what you want to do after a few repetitions is start to feel the work around the top of this hip that you're working. It might take a few repetitions, but keep persevering just to kind of double check really that you're getting that muscle activation so you can get that good foundation. So you can do your 3 lots of 10, and then you can go on to the other side. So this third exercise I'll suggest is to get the glutes working, which is a big muscle at the back of the hips. So for this one, you are going to lay down on your front. Just make sure that your head and your arms are fairly comfortable, so you don't have to be thinking too much about them. Your focus for this exercise is the muscle behind the hip, so these glutes. And what I want you to do is to squeeze the glutes. So squeeze the bottom together and just see if you can activate those muscles. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds. So you're going to squeeze at 100%, just as much as you can do. And then you're slowly going to ease off after those 5 seconds. You're going to squeeze 75%, so just a little bit less. Hold it for 5 seconds and then you're going to ease off. And then you're going to go for your 50% activation, so just a little bit less. Hold it for 5 seconds. Ease off, and then you are going to aim for 25%, so just a little bit of muscle activation. Hold it for 5 seconds. And then you're going to ease off, and then you're going to go back up. So then you're going to go to your 50%. Hold it for 5 seconds. Easing off, go for your 75%. So just go for that little bit of an extra squeeze. Easing off, and then you're going to end up back at your 100%. So these are your glutes ladders that you're going to go through. Now, it might seem a really basic exercise, and it is. That's what you want to start with. It will give you a really good foundation for knowing what muscles feel like when they're being activated. So if you can do that, you think it's fairly straightforward. The progression for this would be just to try the right one and then the left one. So you're doing both separately. And it's just to try and get that dissociation between the left and the right. So those are some suggestions to try as exercises, just to lay the foundation for the legs. If you look at this triangle that we've put up on the screen, you'll see down at the bottom you've got your range of movement, flexibility and balance. So that's really the foundation and the building blocks. And what you're doing with these exercises is you're starting to get some of that muscle activation and to start working on the strength and endurance of those muscles, which can ultimately then help you with your running. So yeah, I can't stress the importance really of all of the foundations and setting yourself up, and that will really help you going forwards into the future. If you're interested in learning a little bit more and having a bit more variety of exercises to try out, sign up to our Pilates membership. The details are in the description below. It's really straightforward. You sign up, you have access to all of the different classes that we've run. We do run runner stroke walker specific exercise classes which target the low back and the legs. So we'll go through all of the really great exercises that can help you with your running. So yeah, check it out. See you soon.